Holy shit. Definitely not perfect, but that'll do, donkey. Woo!
にこれね、お蕎麦です。
はい。
で、お魚ダメって聞いてるんでね、
はい、
あとね、野菜だけのやつなんで、
はい、
これ
ありがとうございます。
野菜だけだと味薄いからこれ使ってください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
こちらね、こちらです。でね、前まではご飯とかお家でついてもらった。
Oh yeah. This isn't even the right mountain.
So I think that I have a new favorite place in all of Japan. I could not believe my eyes. Everywhere that I went in Iya Valley was just unfreaking real, and I can't believe that I hadn't really heard about it much before I went there. However, I would highly recommend that you don't use public transport to get around in the valley. Unfortunately, there's only like 3 public buses a day that will take you through the valley, so if you miss the bus, then you will actually have to wait 3 hours for the next one. And I did that twice in my 2-day trip. So definitely rent a car when you get there. That will save you heaps of time. The accommodation that I stayed at on top of the mountain was called Tsurugi-san Chojo Hyute, and it was freaking awesome. It was about 9,500 yen for 1 night, but that also includes dinner and breakfast. However, there is one negative, and it's not really their fault, but basically all of the guests would normally share like the onsens at the place, which is like a public bath. But due to coronavirus, they didn't want everybody sharing the same baths, so they just closed it, and there was nowhere else to bathe or shower or anything like that. So I was a very smelly traveler. But I mean, that's not their fault. That's just 2020 in a nutshell for you. But yeah, apart from that, it was unreal. I am sure that you've also noticed that this video is in 4K. Da 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 da! Very exciting! Finally, a 4K video on my channel that isn't a piece of hot garbage. Yeah, so I got a new MacBook Pro. It's finally able to handle 4K. However, even with the new MacBook Pro that's all been upgraded, higher specs and everything like that, Final Cut Pro still crashes every 15 minutes, which is great. I'm so glad that I spent so much money on a new laptop. I mean, it's fine. It was, in my opinion, I think it was still worth it because of just how incredibly beautiful the footage turned out. But yeah, 4K, here we go. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I did go to a couple of other places, but it kind of didn't really make it into the video, so I might add a few of those extra scenes in my behind the scenes video that will soon go up on my Patreon. So if you want to support me on Patreon and see extra content, how I make my videos and all that jazz, you can go to my Patreon. And if not, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and blah blah blah. And yeah, if you are still watching this video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.